So I thought what's going on at Ewood Park, folks. Rovers lose to Nottingham Forest. That's right, lastminute.com winner for Joe Lolley. Joe Lolley, of course, he always scores against Rovers as they came out on top with a 1-0 win. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. What can we say about it? Absolutely. It's toothless to be honest with you. We had a lot of possession, a lot of the ball. And an ambitious-ish kind of starting lineup. Nothing too crazy. But even with the attacking players that we had out there, we failed to create the chances and failed to get any real shot on target. And to be honest with you, fair play to Nottingham Forest. Of course, started off the season in very terrible form at the table, but they are now up and moving. They've already jumped up to 20th after today's performance. Rovers dropping down to 9th. Yep, we were in the playoffs at the start of the day. And I did feel that this was going to be one of those games that if we didn't strike early, we would struggle to get the goal. And I was content with a point. I resigned myself to a point at some stage towards the back end of it because Forest were knocking. They didn't have a lot of the ball, but when they had the chances, they were close. They were very close. I think they hit the bar, the crossbar. They hit the post. They had a couple of chances, and if it wasn't for Kaminsky, it could have been 2 or 3-0. So Forest may or may not, they may not have had a lot of the ball, but when they had it and when they were in that attacking area, they were lively. They were very lively, and I do expect them to climb that table very soon and probably into the top 6. Of course, towards they should be up there around about December. I think things will turn around now. Chris Hughton is a well esteemed manager. He knows what he's talking about. He's been waiting for the right job, and apparently this is the job for him. And a fair play to him. He's probably been offered jobs at Birmingham, probably been offered jobs elsewhere as well. But Forest, I think those two are a match made in heaven. I think they're going to work it out. Of course, it is very early days for them. Of course, it was very early days for Rovers' new signings. They were nowhere near the starting 11. Or even in the squad today. I think it was too late to get them involved for the action. But it was the chance for some youngsters. Tyree Stone again starting. I'm starting to lose a little bit of patience for them today. Or not today. Well, he's one of those players that I think it should be saved for the last 15 minutes. He was found out today. He's been found out against Cardiff. And I think, I'm not saying that teams are getting used to him, but he's just too paper thin. And it's just like, we did bring on a youngster again. Fair play to Moby for doing this, throwing some of the youngsters in there. Young Brennan coming in from the bench for the last 15-10 minutes, but we didn't see anything of him really to give him to judge him from it. But on the flip side, Rovers were very active just the other day in transfer window, bringing in Barry Douglas, quality signing, will be a quality signing. Tribal in the middle, he would have done himself a very good chance today to get in the start. Harvey Elliott as well, winger from Liverpool. Those guys are going to be knocking on the door, especially after today's display, especially the likes of Harvey Elliott coming in. You look at this team, Chapper's had a chance from the bench to come in and stake a claim. Tyree Stoneland had a chance to start from this game, to stake a claim and make that starting spot his own. I think Tyree Stoneland let us down today. No disrespect, not as a youngster, but I'm not saying letting us down. That's a bit harsh. I think he got found out and he got nullified by whoever that was, their defender. He kind of had him in his pocket all day, so he didn't really have a chance to showcase his skills. But I would be more inclined for the next game against Watford to save at Tyree Stone for the last 15 minutes. A bit of a surprise package. To start him every day, yes, the first 15 minutes can be vulnerable. A chance for us to take lead. And we've seen that against Derby. We've seen that against Wickham. But today, it was not meant to be. And organised Chris Hughton's coming away with this one. And yeah, fair play to them. They showed their attacking vigour. They showed their opportunities, and they took them at the end. Joe Lolley scores from distance. He always does. Always, especially against us. I don't like him. Whenever I see his name, I'd love him to get transferred somewhere else. Let's get him transferred to Serie A or La Liga. Get him out of the division so he doesn't score against us, because he always seems to score against us. Anyway, so the proof of it in the pudding. Chance is now laid up on a plate for the new guys, your Barry Douglases, your Tribals, your Harvey Elliott's. Chance for those guys to stake a claim for the game against Watford. They might still be a little bit too far ahead of them. They might maybe get a spot on the bench, but guess what? They're coming for you. So you've got to step it up to the plate. Your Amari Bells, you're flipping Corey Evans, you're flipping John Buckley's, you're flipping Tyree Stoneland's, your Chapman's, your Brereton's. All of you guys need to step up to the plate here a little bit, because you're starting to get found out. We start off the season very well. But now, back-to-back games at Ewood Park without scoring a goal. We've been mugged off. You need to sort it out and start to showcase what we're all about. Are we really? People are getting a little bit excited about Rovers these days, saying that we're trying to play the way Jurgen Klopp's got his team playing. Maybe we've had a couple of games like that. The other games have been a bit damp squibs. So we need to we need to go back a bit, start to take a step back from the spotlight and start to rebuild a little bit, because we've gotten a little bit ahead of ourselves, a little bit too cocky perhaps the first few games. And I got carried away with it myself. I really did. But now we've got the squad. This is what we're working with. It's a good-looking squad, especially when all match fit. But we were lacking in a driving force in the middle. No Lewis Holtby, no Rothwell, no Bradley Dacarino, of course, no Lewis Travis. So we were, makeshifting a little bit in the midfield. The middle of the park there. Anyway, we go again. Wednesday, Watford on the table. Of course, they are 5th in the table. They've not been the greatest so far themselves. They've only picked up 3 wins at the first 5. But they'll be happy. And a win for Rovers in that game. Could actually see them leapfrog over Watford. Of course, it is down at Vicarage Road. So we'll look forward to that one. There won't be no watch along. Of course, I'll be working that day, but we'll have to see it anyway. But yeah, kudos to Forest. Well done, well played. Moving in the right direction, of course. And of course, Chris Hughton will be doing a very, very good job. And they'll be looking forward to the next match as well. We'll get a little bit later on. We'll have a detailed review of this game. We'll hear from what the fans have to say. We'll hear what the Moby has to say. And of course, we'll have a look at some figures and I'll give you my match ratings, of course. Until then, though, I'll see you soon. Play safe out there. Bang the thumbs up. Bang the subscribe, of course. I'll see you on the other side.